I'm gonna kill this dude. I said I was gonna do it, but that's cool.
Nobody likes an unhelpful person in real life, and I would say almost especially in video games. I say especially because we turn on video games to relax and enjoy ourselves and have experiences we wouldn't have anywhere else. So when you boot up a game and you or your friends are useless as dog shit, you can make whole missions frustrating, especially in cooperative games like Recon Wildlands and other games of the sort, similar like Destiny or Division. But of course, today's video is about Recon Wildlands, so the 3 things you need to know so you're not a useless pile of dog shit. Rule number 1 is the most important if you don't want to be useless or a liability. Stop taking risks. This is so underrated and yet so important. Do not take stupid risks. Now, a more experienced player will be able to discern this better, but even if you're an average or below average player, just think of it this way. If you are second guessing at all the effects of what you're about to do, then just don't goddamn do it. If you have any thought that what you're doing might go wrong, what you're doing is reckless. This goes for Battlefield, competitive Call of Duty, The Division, Destiny, whatever it may be. You see an enemy you feel like you could run up on and take out, don't fucking do it. And especially for Ghost Recon, don't risk your whole team getting spotted, hunted, or engaged because you thought you could take a super long range sniper shot. You thought you could run up and grab them. I've made this mistake several times and I'm sick of doing it. If it works out, great, you got lucky. If it doesn't, you can't blame the game, you can't say you tried your best, you decided with your own mind to go make a huge risk and it caused your team to fail or have immense problems completing their mission. What you need to do is keep your team informed, play it safe, and this doesn't mean play slowly. Not being a liability means maybe you needed to speed up. Playing it safe doesn't mean that you are going slow and quiet all the time. Sometimes it means you were able to take drastic action when it was necessary. Because risks aren't always loud and proud. Sometimes a risk is not going loud and proud. You need to think about this, but don't worry, you don't just have to rely on your own information, your own experience. Always tell your teammates what you are about to do. Let them know if you're going to shoot somebody. Let them tell you no. Let them tell you, wait, don't do that, I'm about to do this. I have jumped out of a helicopter in Ghost Recon Wildlands, went to go do something by myself, got it all done, and then my friend was right behind me. I was like, why are you here? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? It didn't negatively affect me, but it kind of irritated me that the person didn't decide to tell me that they were going to come out. In certain situations, they could have gotten me caught or killed. And if they would have said, hey, I'm jumping out, I could have said something like, hey, don't do that. There's a sniper looking over there, or no, I almost have this done, don't bother. But the person decided to take it on themselves. So don't take things on yourself and don't be a risky beaver. Play it safe, play it smart, think about your actions and ask your teammates. Number 2, please, for the love of God, use cover. Don't click away from the video, don't do it. I know you want to, but do not click away from the video, okay? This is something so many people in Ghost Recon Wildlands are getting caught from. Move with cover. Watch your angles of exposure. Make sure you're cutting off as much as your body visually from the enemies as possible at all times. Turn around, look around you, see the enemies around you, see exit strategies, and make sure you have at least some sort of object between you and your opponent, especially when they're engaging you and you're not sneaking up on them. Most of the time that I die, and most of the time my teammates and friends die, is because they decided they were going to move out. Most of my friends have never died behind cover. And watching back a lot of my gameplay, I don't really die behind cover either. It's whenever I decide to move from cover and take a stand. This goes into playing it safe a little bit, but also it's just common sense. This is for you when you're playing by yourself. If you want to survive in Ghost Recon, if you want to be helpful, useful, and not a liability, stay behind cover. You don't want to be the dingus that has the mission failed because you decided you are too good to take some cover. Little side note here, make sure your guns are always reloaded as well. Get behind cover, reload, pop out, shoot, rinse and repeat. I've seen people strafing in the middle of roads reloading. Why not crouch? Why not prone? Why not get behind a car? Why not get behind a rock? You want to limit the exposure of your body and mind where people can see you from all the time. And number 3, I would say this is one of the most useful things in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Get used to the gunplay. Collecting guns and completing missions and grinding for XP is really fun, but you need to take some personal time to learn your goddamn guns. For instance, the HTI I made a whole video on is great for taking out choppers and other vehicles in one shot. The SR-25 with suppressor is great for infiltrating bases. My 50 round M4 is great for CQC, but the AUG with long barrel is way better for distance. And this also goes to sniping, heavily towards sniping, mind you. You need to know how to snipe in Ghost Recon Wildlands. You need to learn distances. You need to learn how to be able to take people out consistently. I have gotten my friends caught and my friends have gotten me caught by going like, oh, I'm gonna take out this guy. And they fire and the bullet goes right past them. They miss the target and suddenly our non-suspected, infiltration has turned into an all-out fucking bar fight. So make sure you're taking lots of time to learn the recoil patterns and the optimal ranges for each one of your weapons. I know a lot of people think because there's a fast time to kill on the AIs that you should use whatever weapon you want, but you would be very surprised to hear otherwise. Ever wonder why that gun got a hit marker through the wall? Ever wonder why you just randomly got spotted when you're just using a suppressed weapon? Look at penetration, look at noise reduction, look at accuracy, look at handling. Keep all of this in mind and learn the fuck out of your guns. And I'd recommend getting the quietest handgun you can possibly get your hands on. Look for the pistol with the lowest amount of noise. I believe it's the P227. So let's recap. First of all, you want to play it safe and you don't want to take too many risks. You don't want to charge this guy, you don't want to take super long range shots. You don't want to make dastardly action movie moves unless you absolutely have to. And people will love you more in the long run. Number 2, stay in cover. Reload behind cover. Prone if you have no cover. Find cover. Always use cover. There is a great cover system in this game. It's very intuitive. Get up to walls, shoot out of walls, limit the amount of places they can see you from, and on top of that, maximize the places you can see them from. Increase your kill range. And number 3, learn to snipe. Learn to use your weapons. Master them, get a feel for them so that they don't throw you a curveball. Not every gun is good for everything. Not every sniper is good for every range. Look at the environment you're going to be fighting in and adjust appropriately. Anyway, that's all for this video. It's very simple. It's very easy to put together. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys liked the gameplay of me and my friend failing a mission in the background. That was really fun. Kyle, if you're watching this, it was really fun. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye! Number 4. Stop blaming your teammates for everything. That goes out to me too, but still, really, like a lot of the times, I'm all of a sudden being hunted or I'm getting shot at and I look over and my friend or teammate did something dumb and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Not the one trying to catch him in a fucking semi-truck. I'm gaining speed.
Only I could go downhill. Hi. Alright, here we fucking
Oh my god, those rockets were... Oh, damn it, I'm dead.
He's out of his vehicle. Those are some accurate rockets.
Yeah, that was some terrible timing.
Yeah, god damn. God, that makes me a fucking pissed off polar bear.